So it seems nowadays everybody wants a house with a coach home, and I don't blame you because they are very versatile in what they can do. I own one right now, and you can have rent out the back, you can Airbnb it out, you can have family living there. It can be an extra space for your office, detached from your house because everybody's living from home these or working from home these days. And so what I wanted to do in this video is just go over the entire Fraser Valley, city by city, and finding the cheapest properties with coach homes and kind of give my own 2 cents because I've now owned one for 7 years almost, and just go over the properties that we're going to see here. And so the first property we have here is in Surrey, going for $1,339,000, sorry, 7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 1 bedroom coach house. And so let's just have a look at the pictures here, and just see what we got working with here, and just see what kind of coach home they're actually talking about. Obviously, here is the main kitchen, right? Newer home. And yeah, doesn't seem like there's much to be done there. That's a weird, is that green? It might be just the lighting in there. It's the one room that didn't get painted. Good entertainment space. Let's see here. I might just go a little faster on the side here. Yeah, it kind of does seem green. That's the room there. Right, so this is the downstairs. So this property actually has a downstairs suite as well. And that's really the amazing part with a lot of these properties. You can put a suite in, or you can put the suite downstairs. So you'd have a suite downstairs, suite upstairs, suite in the back. You can literally have grandma and grandpa living downstairs. You could have your siblings out back, and you could live in the main house. There's lots of flexibility. So again, this is the downstairs property here. And I think that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there. This is the back deck. They don't have too much pictures of the... So that's the coach house there. So there's one kitchen. Maybe there's only one kitchen. I could be wrong. But there is other style coach homes or houses with coach homes that have that ability where you can have 3 living spaces on the property. So that's the one in Surrey, but I want to move on to another property here in Surrey. And this one was kind of interesting when I was looking at it. It's a brand new build, $1,129,000. I don't think that includes the coach house. Right, 5 bedrooms, 5 bath, 2,100 square feet, exclusive 4 modern duplex residence in the heart of Sylvan Heights. Duplex featuring that. Maximize your investment with the legal coach house suite option for an additional basement suite. So this is the one I was just talking about previously. That wasn't really it. Looks like they got an open house this weekend. So if you want to go check it out, you can. But let's have a look at the pictures here and see what they're talking about here. Hard to say no to a new build. That's for sure. Okay. There's the duplex. Okay, so it's got front and back duplex. And then you have a coach house in the back here as well. Carport and garage. Interesting. Super interesting. I guess that allows for the bigger square footage in the upstairs. Because what's probably happening is that is split. So like each person has a coach house. Like if you were to own, like if I were to go up here, you were to own the front half of this. You would also own like one side here, and if you own the back half, you'd own this side, which is kind of cool. Or you just own the whole thing with your family, and you have extra flexibility. Like again, brand new house, super nice, right? Got these fancy, fancy looking lights, which sometimes I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what kind of lights are these? Main floor, bath, washer and dryer. And yeah, it's a brand new house. It's been staged nicely. Like, it's beautiful, right? So here's the floor plan. This is what I like to look at. Yeah, so here we go exactly. So there's the back half, which there's the main floor. There's the basement, which is a 1-bedroom kitchen living. So essentially you could, have another 1-bedroom suite here. Upstairs, you have a 3-bedroom suite. And in the back, you have basically the coach house, which, I've lived in a coach house at my property right here. And it's doable for one, maybe two people. Perfect, right? So that's a pretty cool option. And I think it's going to be a little bit more than the 1,150,000 or 130, but it's cool to see that they're building these types of properties. It's definitely interesting. And so next one here is also in Surrey. I think this one's on the border of Surrey and Langley. $1,200,000. Anthony here has got it for sale. 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. It's got a 1-bedroom coach home, easy basement suite potential. So again, there's that third living space that I was talking about here. And so let's have a look here to see what's going on. Not bad. A couple pictures of the kitchen. Seems to be well maintained. And again, that's always the hard part too with like pictures, is that you go to the property and then it's like, you're like, wow, this doesn't look like the pictures at all. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at pictures versus the real thing. And so this looks like it's the downstairs that they were talking about. And so again, it's like you could have, if you had an older family with adult kids, you could live in the upstairs. Your adult children could live downstairs. There could be another set in the back coach house, right? Or have your grandparents live downstairs and have built-in babysitters. Like there's just endless amounts of options here. And like I am a true believer in multi-generational. And I just see it as the future. Like you think about, sorry, I'm just going on a rant here, but this is the coach house here. But you think about, back in the day, you talk to your grandparents and you listen to the stories that they tell and the living conditions that they have. Like they all live together, right? It's just what they did back in the day. And so I definitely see it coming back, or more cultures accepting that kind of idea. So it's kind of interesting because like the garage is in the back. Must be a pathway here. Yeah, super tight. Like it's really tight. Okay, here's the floor plan. I always love a good floor plan. So lower level, there's a kitchen. Doesn't look like there's a bath or a bedroom, so it's probably like a bachelor suite, which is not the end of the world. Office here off the main, which is nice. 3 bedrooms up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Back in the coach house here, bath, kitchen, bedroom. Like this is actually pretty cool. The downstairs, it's kind of what it is. But like having the den off the main here, I like that a lot. And that was, I think, pretty much Langley. Still in Surrey, eh? I think these two, do I have some Langley ones? I think these two are like addresses Surrey, but it could be one of those spots where it's like right on the border of like Langley, whereas Surrey, those other first two I had were actually more proper Surrey. $1.3 million, 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. What do we got here? Clayton Heights. It's actually where I used to rent a place off a guy who had a coach house. And he rented out all the rooms. And same thing. He had a suite downstairs, suite in the coach house, rented the rooms. He kind of looked up to him. It was cool. Clayton Heights legal coach home. 3 kitchens, 3 laundries. This is what I'm talking about. Let's have a look here. There's just the 1 kitchen. Decent. This must be the den that they're talking about. Upstairs. This is the upstairs here. I wonder where this is. Might be downstairs. Downstairs. No, this is downstairs. This is definitely downstairs. This must be the coach house. Yeah. You can tell it's like in a dungeon here. Okay, perfect. The floor plan. Like I say, I always like a good floor plan. So you got that coach home there. Seems decent, that's for sure. And then the downstairs. Yeah, the kitchen. Ideally, you can get rid of that wall there and you can open it up a little bit more. Upstairs, but the living room, a couple living rooms. I quite like it. Quite like it. All right, let's move on to the next one here. This one's in Maple Ridge. This one was a little interesting because there isn't that many properties out in the Fraser Valley with coach homes or separate houses together. Separate together. That word doesn't make sense. Separate altogether. So here we go. 1.2 million, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,600 square feet. And what was the year of this property? 1970. So let's have a look at this one here. And so this is an interesting one. So this is the main house, and there's a house in the back here. Which, like, a property like this, you'd probably want the people in the back to actually know these people. Not so much like be like complete strangers that you rent this thing out to. Barn doors, accent wall. Little putting green for all those avid golfers out there. Now, the unfortunate part, which I don't see it in the pictures here because there's not that many, it must be rented out, is that there's no pictures of this thing. And so you can't really tell. Again, there's no floor plan either, which is kind of not ideal, but what do you do? So let's move on to the next one here. Out in Abbotsford, $1,159,000, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2,700 square feet, coach home, just in bold, 2-story home in popular McMillan family neighborhood. It's got 3 bedrooms, roughed-in aircon, granite quartz countertop. Sorry, 3 years old, 11 years old. It's been on the market for about almost 2 months. And so let's have a look at this one here. I think this one's right on the corner of the coach house. Yeah, this is the driveways that like are non-existent. It's kind of interesting actually. So, kitchen. Again, this is a newer home. It's only 11 years old. It's probably not going to need that much work, right? Here's the main areas. Bathrooms, they all kind of look the same. Laundry. And so there's the main house. Little yard there. Looks like they got a garden, which is kind of cool. Right, another angle. And then there's the coach house, which, again, the driveway, you could obviously park a car like lengthwise there. And obviously a car in the garage, maybe 2. There's the backyard. But here's the coach house. Not too much, but it's got everything you need. What else does the person want? And so let's continue on here. Oh yeah, this one here, this is an interesting one. It's literally just a coach house, which is quite interesting, right? 1.7 million bucks. It's 5 acres. That's why it's so expensive. Cynthia here's got it for sale. 3-car garage below. 18 years old. 125 days on market, so clearly it's overpriced. But it's literally just a property with a coach house. And like it's borderline a coach house. Like if you look at this thing, it's like, oh, that's a house. But you look at the back, it's like you have garages all on this floor. You have garages down on this floor. And you have living space upstairs. It's actually quite unique. Like when you look at this, it's like someone got in here and like graffitied the whole thing. They got get out, go outside. Is that a skateboard thrown into a TV? Dang, that felt hurt. I feel like it was directed at me almost. But this is the upstairs here. Yeah, simple, nothing too much going on here. Oh man, I was holding that in. Sorry. All right, let's continue on here. The bathroom. Right. There's just a whole bunch of pictures of the living area, which isn't saying too much. There's the, I think this is the upstairs garage at the front. But then has stairs going down to So like someone who wants a whole bunch of spots for cars in a concrete bunker. Like here's the spot right here. So this is obviously the down floor. Or is it? No, this is the lower floor. This is the lower floor. Main floor, upper floor. It's literally a 1-bedroom, like this is like the ultimate man cave. Like you have all your cars in there and you got your upstairs, you know, maybe I don't know, I'm just visualizing it now, but that's pretty cool. Okay, let's continue on here. We're moving out to Mission. There's one on Ross Drive here, $864,000, a lot cheaper. I actually know this area because I do live in Mission. And it's a row home, so it's not quite a detached home, but it does have a coach home on the back, which is kind of interesting for a property of that price point here. 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, 2,500 square feet, 7 years on the age. And let's have a look here. I've actually looked into one of these houses. It might have, I don't know if this is next door to it or something, but a whole bunch of pictures of the outside. They probably should fix that up. But here's the inside. Again, these are newer row homes. Nothing terrible about them. And row homes are something to be considered too, right? Like it's not a bad option. All right. Let's have a look here. This is the downstairs basement. So it's a 3-story home. And then it's got this cute little like coach house at the back. And let's see here. Yeah, so then it's this little coach house. Now I think you share the coach house. And now this is the one that like you're probably gonna need some, like it's a studio basically. And so something to think about. So we got a couple more left here that I want to show you here. Another one in Mission here. Again, a little bit more higher of a price point because it's actually a detached home here. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2,900 square feet almost. 13 years old. Property taxes are a lot. And as someone who lives in Mission, I agree. But what do you do? So let's have a look at these pictures here. This is up in Tunbridge. It's a little higher up in Mission. And yeah. Looks like a slightly, 17 years old. Kitchen doesn't look terrible at all. Looks like there's been some renovations to the property. Got the Pokemon classic. Get the little yard in between, which is technically what I have. Right, a little garden back there. Right into the garage. It's a nice garden. And there's the coach house. Side access. It's probably parking there or parking, probably not there, probably right here. Small little car. But this is the upstairs. It's like decent size. Let's just see if they have a floor plan. Oh, they don't. That's unfortunate. But hey, 1.1, that's what gets you in Mission. Now I got one more here in Mission. This thing is brand new. Just being built, $1.5 million. 2026, it's been on the market for a while. Clearly overpriced. Now it's hard to say if this, still looks like what it is. But it's got a 3-bay garage, which is cool. The floor plans here. Yeah, so you have basically 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms upstairs. And then it looks like the lower floor has another spot for a kitchen. So you can probably have 1 living space, 2 living space, 4 bedrooms. So you have an entire family. Have your grandma and grandpa in the back. And then maybe have some older kids that can live in the coach house, which is pretty substantial size. It's a 2-bedroom coach house, which, again, you could definitely raise another family in there. So that's pretty cool. The back of Mission there, $1.5 million. But But now we're going out to Chilliwack. We're getting close to this one that I was alluding to here earlier. 1.25 million, Garrison Crossing, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. Built in 2016, which is nice. It's nice to see the newer home. It's got the triple garage. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it's a beautiful area. I've been out there a few times looking at houses. But yeah, let's start off the floor plan right away, because a good floor plan I like. Basement here, not much going on. Above floor, 1, 2, 3. Big primary. Wow. There's not really any. Oh, there's a walk-in closet over there. Perfect. His and her sink. Carriage suites. We just got the 1 bedroom carriage suite, and then down on the main floor. So really, it's like a massive house and then small little carriage house, right? And that's the biggest thing I find is like, ideally they have a floor plan, and ideally you look at it beforehand, or look at the floor plan before doing all this. But sometimes you just gotta like go look at it, and then you start to understand the flow of a floor plan and what you like and what you don't like. Yeah, it's super nice. It's nice out in Chilliwack. Now the last property I want to show you here in Chilliwack, going for under $1 million. They got a lower suite, upper suite, and the main floor. So 2 different houses. And it's pretty awesome. Under $1 million, 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1,200 square feet. It's got 2 suites. Cash flow positive, baby. Let's go. Let's have a look here. So we have an older home here, and that seems to be pretty good. So let's have a look at the pictures here. We have the front one. Seems to be the So let's have a look at the pictures here. As we can see, you got the front house there, garage underneath the coach house. Okay. That must be the house right there. Yep. Floor plan. Like I say, I always like a good floor plan. Let me just understand this. So this is the main house. So 1, 2, 3. 3 bedrooms in the main house. There's a lower suite, they said, which literally looks like a bachelor suite. It's got a 1 bedroom. Yeah, it's a bachelor suite. Not really a proper kitchen. And then upstairs you have 1 2 bedroom suite. Decent. All right. Let's have a look here. I wonder if that's, I guess that's the kitchen there. And it's funny, like, as more and more AI photos come out there, you're like, is this an AI photo? I don't think it is. Actually, wait, I knew it. It looked off. They just sneaked the little number, the little letter down there, real small. Deceiving. So this is the backyard, which is cool. It's got a bit of a backyard, back deck. That back deck is right there, which is, you don't have too often on these coach houses. And it's, I say coach house, but this thing's literally as big as like the other one, the other house. Carpet looks a little dirty. Yeah, it probably needs a new carpet. Some nice grass in the back though. It's a little shack. It's kind of interesting. It's got a couple little shacks on it. Well, there you have it. The cheapest coach homes here in the Fraser Valley. Some of them I quite like. Some of them I was like, I don't know if I can make that work. But it is becoming more and more popular. And so if you like videos like this, or if you want to search more properties like this, you can go to my website where I have predetermined searches for coach homes. You can literally search coach homes for sale in any city and I will come up, househacking.ca. But if you are checking out some of these homes and you are going to open houses, I want to encourage you to watch this video right here. It's how to spot a bad house in 60 seconds, where I literally go over all the things that you should be looking for in a home, so that you can be educated and confident walking in and knowing what you're looking for. So go watch that. But as always, I appreciate you watching, sticking around with me, and I'll see you in the next one.